Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the very first Adobe UK New Creative Meetup. My name's Lucy Hedges. I'm not going to lie, I am ridiculously excited to be here in Fabric tonight, not only because it's one of my favorite night spots. Yes, there are subwoofers in the floor. It's very awesome. But I'm excited because I'm joined by this wonderful live audience, as well as loads of you watching online at home. Now, each week, Adobe have dedicated their social media channels to celebrating new creatives from around the world. But tonight, we're here to celebrate and showcase some of the inspiring work of the UK's creative community. Now, we have an incredible lineup for you guys tonight, but before we get going with the main presentations, we need to kick off our first ever Creative Jam. So I'm going to hand over to Iona, who's up in the Creative Jam space, to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Lucy. Yes.
So, the extreme selfie. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to see how these guys are going to execute that. But we'll be catching up with all the Creative Jammers' progress throughout the course of the evening. But first, let's take a look at the inspiring lineup of speakers we have coming up. So, first up, we've got Gavin Campbell, a freelance illustrator and former Adobe Creative of the Week. Gavin will be sharing his creative inspirations and insights from his high-profile client work, as well as his much-celebrated personal projects. 3D artist Chris LeBroy is also here to share with us his creative influences, some of his fantastic high-profile creations, as well as the importance of producing personal projects. Next up, fresh off the plane from a job in Australia, we'll be joined by photographer and student at the Royal College of Fashion, David Sheldrick. Now, he's going to share with us some insights into one of his most successful Behance projects. And finally, Haz Dalal will be taking to the stage to share with you his experiences and fantastic practical tips for breaking into Hollywood as a director. He'll also be revealing how successfully he uses the Adobe Creative Cloud tools during the pre-production stage to production, all the way through to promotion. But now, it's competition time for our online viewers, and who doesn't love winning stuff? So if you want to be in a chance with winning a Wacom Cintiq device, as well as a 12-month membership to the Adobe Creative Cloud, what we want you to do is send us your most inspiring creative selfie, showing us that you're watching this online. Now, in order to make sure that hits our Twitter feed, you need to make sure you at Adobe UK and use the hashtag #CreateNow. Do that, and you could be in with a chance of winning that fantastic prize. The best picture will, of course, take home the prize. And we will tweet the winner the next day, and we'll be posting the mugshot on the Adobe website that day as well. Now, when it comes to the Creative Jam presentations, each of our Creative Jammers will be up on stage with just 90 seconds to present to you their final work, with the winners even being announced shortly after. I'm being given a bike horn, and I will tell you now, I'm not afraid to tell you when your 90 seconds are up. But first up, we're joined by senior Adobe worldwide evangelist Rufus Dushler and Michael Chase to share with us the latest and greatest developments in Adobe Creative Cloud.
Thank you. Come back to them later on and keep catching up, seeing their progress. But for now, Lucy, back over to you.
Thank you, Iona. So we're already starting to see some pretty cool things from each of our jammers. So keep up the good work, guys, and we'll come back to you later. And don't forget, online viewers, if you want to be in with a chance of winning your very own Wacom Cintiq tablet and a 12-month membership to the Adobe Creative Cloud, don't forget to send in or tweet even your most imaginative selfies watching the online program, tweeting at Adobe UK using the hashtag #CreateNow. And we also want to see those tweets coming in as well. Send us your comments. We want to know what you think about the show, what you're excited about seeing, or maybe some of the problems or fun times you've had creating that imaginative selfie. Now, our next speaker has carved out an incredible creative career despite having started with no formal training. And he's here to share with us his innermost creative workings, along with some of his challenges and highlights of his career so far. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the first of our luminary speakers, the hugely successful illustrator and digital artist, Gavin Campbell.
I believe that concludes my presentation. If you want to get in touch with me, you can via Behance/Gavner or you can find me on Twitter, whitecourt25. Any questions you have, fantastic, over to you.
Thank you. It's always so good to hear the personal insights and achievements and challenges faced by anyone from any given discipline. So Gavin, thank you so much. I'm feeling inspired. Now, I've mentioned it before, and I'm going to mention it again. Yes, I'm talking about the online competition. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning your very own Wacom Cintiq device, as well as a 12-month membership to the Adobe Creative Cloud, we want you to get tweeting. Send us in your most imaginative selfie to @Adobe UK using the hashtag #CreateNow. And don't forget, we want those tweets coming in. Keep them coming, fast and ready. We want to know what you think about Gavin's presentation, just comments on the event so far. Now, we're going to take a short break now. The bar is indeed open at Fabric. I'm sure our live audience is quite eager to grab an alcoholic beverage. But for those of you watching online, don't go anywhere. Shortly, Gavin will be joining Iona and Chris LeBroy to take a look at the work produced so far by our creative jammers. And we are back. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Yes, it's online competition time. Don't forget to be in with a chance of winning a Wacom Cintiq tablet and a 12-month membership to the Adobe Creative Cloud. We want you to send us or tweet us your most imaginative selfies while watching the live program. The winner will be announced tomorrow. And please do keep those tweets coming in. We want to hear all about what you think. In fact, let's take a look at a couple of selfies now. So we've got this rather imaginative selfie with a little blue monster in it. What else have we got? He's feeling pretty inspired by Gavin's presentation. I can see it in his eyes. And these are great, but guys, I want you to be just a little bit more imaginative. Come on, I want to see something that's going to make my jaw hit the floor. Okay, so moving on. Now, our second luminary presenter, Chris LeBroy, graduated from the Royal College of Art and began working as a product designer of real-world objects. But he became so drawn to the power of digital 3D modeling that his work now brings the real world into digital hyper-real form. And I'm delighted to welcome Chris here today to share with us some of his most successful projects, as well as some of his career highlights.
Yeah, I landed there. It's good. I'm done.
Yeah, it's always such an incredible thing to see your ideas quite literally brought to life. So I don't doubt for a second that Chris is constantly buzzing with a perma-grin on his face because his job is awesome. Now, you know what I'm going to say? It's another competition push for our online viewers. So don't forget to keep sending in those imaginative selfies to @Adobe UK using the hashtag #CreateNow to be in with a chance of winning a Wacom Cintiq device, as well as a 12-month membership to the Adobe Creative Cloud. Here's someone else getting a bit imaginative. I think they're gripping the tablet while smiling quite profusely there, having a good time watching Gavin. Have you got another one? Ooh, this guy's looking a little bit ominous. Ooh, and he's disappeared. Okay, now moving on to another presentation. Now our first Behance portfolio presenter is all ready to go. So a big welcome to David Sheldrick, who's going to share with us his insights into setting up and producing a successful fashion shoot.
Good luck. And Lucy, back to you.
Thank you, Iona. Now, the Jammers will be up on stage later. All very exciting, so do stay tuned. And I've got to do it. I think this is going to be my final push. Yes, I'm talking about the online competition. So keep those tweets and imaginative selfies coming in to @Adobe UK using the hashtag #CreateNow, and make sure you take that photo while showing that you're watching the live feed. Now, who's ready for another presentation? No. Who's ready for another presentation? Now, I'd like to welcome Haz. He's already up on stage, and he's going to share with us a presentation that I'm really, really looking forward to seeing. He's going to take us through how to successfully take a movie from proof of concept all the way through to Hollywood production. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be dazzled.
Well done. Fantastic.
Come on, keep that round of applause going. They really, really have worked so hard tonight. I couldn't have done it, so honestly, hats off.
That's amazing. Can I just say a big thank you to all of the creative jammers? They've been so lovely to work with. So thank you, guys. You've done a brilliant, brilliant job. Well done.
And it really, really has been such a truly fantastic night. So thanks again to our incredibly inspiring presenters. Some of you are up on stage with us, some of you are out there. And for all of you watching and watching live, getting involved in Twitter, it's been such an incredible night and a great way to just encourage how to be creative. Now, there'll be loads more content to follow in the next few weeks, so look out for that on Twitter with the hashtag Adobe UK. A big thank you again from everyone here at Adobe. I think you and I, Iona, deserve a tipple.
We're having a cocktail,
or
we
three.
are.
And on that note, I'd like to say thank you once again and have a fantastic night.